Hey guys, my name is Hugo Pike, and today I am talking about an experience in my lifetime while I make myself a coffee. So excuse loud noises. But the drug I'm talking about is dextromethorphan and DXM. It's found in mainly found in capsules and uh, the popular brand Robitussin, which is cough syrup. So in Australia we have Robitussin instead of Activist, and Activist has the ingredient of codeine and promethazine, which is also gets you high. And now you mix that with lemonade and shit like that. But we tried to mix this with lemonade. It doesn't work like that. It's a whole different category. It's a whole different drug. So people never really get that through their heads. They just think you buy cough syrup and you get high. It's like any other drug, but it's not. There's actually different, chemical compounds. And we had dextromethorphan, which is a dissociative psychedelic, which is part of the dissociative category, which is PCP, DXM, ketamine, and nitrous oxide. So I've done this about 4 times, right? And actually maybe like three to 4 times, and I decided to stop after my fourth time because it's not like I was really ever like addicted to it or anything like that, but I decided to just yeah, I never really want to come back to it because of all the rumors I've heard on the internet, and then just like it's just not a drug. It's a dirty drug. You don't want to mess around with it. The stuff inside Robitussin is actually, if you're going to do it, Robitussin is the best brand to buy because it doesn't contain any of the other shit that's in there that you could possibly overdose on, like even aspirin. Like some have aspirin. So if you really want to do it, go for Robitussin. But I should just like staying away from it. Like I only wanted to do it because I wanted to experience something like mushrooms or LSD, something like a psychedelic drug. So I did it. And some people really do like the effects. Like I'm not gonna lie, there are people out there who think it's like some people call it nectar of the gods. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't say it is for me. I'd say maybe if it was pure DXM, it would be a lot safer and a lot better. But apart from that, it's just not worth it, and you can have seizures over just nothing like 2 bottles. And I've heard of people who have had seizures from having 2 bottles, and you can have bad trips. It gives you fucked up nausea. Like you drink it and you can get like sick as fuck. Like we went to a cinema on it, and everyone was throwing up. I threw up in the fucking cinema. Okay. So yeah, anyway, basically, back to what I want to talk about in this drug is there's 4 plateaus. Now, I'm not entirely sure how all the plateaus think. Like the first one is just like a mild kind of body high more, and then it's kind of more increases on the second plateaus, and then third you might start having a dissociative effect, and then fourth you start to really feel the dissociative effect. But there's actually a possibility of having a fifth plateaus, and I'm pretty sure I've gotten to that stage. And this is usually when you do at least 600 mg and maybe top up later, which is exactly what I did. This is actually my first time I ever did it. And I also smoked a lot of marijuana, a lot of cannabis with it. So I think that might have helped. But the fifth plateau is basically when you have open eye hallucinations. And I'm pretty sure I accomplished that because basically in the cinema, it was when I started it. And basically we went to see Captain America, and we had rotated the pipe twice because we had to run really quickly, so we didn't even get much time to really smoke weed. And I swear, smoking weed for me, maybe not for other people, but it chills me the fuck out. Like I've never been paranoid, and it always helps me when I'm doing something else. And basically, I was pretty scared in the cinema, like the music and stuff. Like, the music would change my emotion, and I couldn't understand what the fuck the movie was like. I could not even understand a Marvel movie. Like I couldn't understand the concept of what was happening, and it would just look like blurs, and things were delayed and everything like that. Anyway, it seemed like it seemed like at least a fourth plateau or a third plateau then. Anyway, later I had to attend to a friend, so I wasn't really concentrating on the effects that much. I was kind of concentrating on my friend who was freaking the fuck out, and I was trying to do my best to calm him down and shit like that, and it was pretty intense. So anyway, later on we stupidly decided to go out. Just the 2 friends didn't freak out, and the other 2 just went to sleep or something like that. We went out at night, and we grabbed like about 6G, 7, 8G or something like that, and drank the rest of the syrup we had. this, so it just kicked in, and it was crazy. I've read about the fifth plateaus, and I had open eye hallucinations. I swear, things were like cartoons. I was dissociated. Like I did not feel like I was in my body. Like I would walk, look at the ground, like I'd walk and look at the ground, and I was staying in one spot, even though I knew I was walking forward. Like I'd walk towards something, but I thought I'm in one spot, and I kept walking. Eventually, I hit the curve that I was walking to. Like I could, it was fucked up, and like I felt like I was like in a cartoon, and I was clay. Like you feel like you're clay, like your hands feel like clay and shit like that. And like one of my mates was just gone. We tried to walk home in this state at 3 a.m. through a forest, and that forest was my first real like big hallucination I've ever had on a psychedelic. Because this was actually my first drug apart from marijuana and alcohol. So and walking through this forest, like there was colors on the trees, and it was really like it was very similar to an acid trip. Like it was very similar to an acid trip. Now I've only tripped on acid once, and I'm intending to do more trips. But when I did acid, it's very similar, very similar. Maybe without the kind of whole like, I don't know, like the whole mental thing that's going on in your head with acid. Like acid, you have like a whole like, you just had dialogue. The dialogue was kind of shut off there. I kind of didn't know who I was and what was happening, which is also a thing that happens on acid with ego death. But I kind of just like, I kind of like was spectating it in a way. It was like I was out of my body. I didn't really care for the intensity because I was spectating this. Like it didn't matter, kind of. Like it was, I was really chill. Maybe that could have been the marijuana, I'm not sure. I think the marijuana might have increased the hallucinations as well. I'm pretty sure it did, because that really changed everything. So I'm walking down this forest, and colors, the ground is fucking like a desert, like turning into like it's red because of the pines on the ground, and it's turning into a fucking desert, and I'm just walking. It's crazy. And then with two other of my mates who were both feeling this, so we get home, and I think one of my mates was telling me to shut up because for ages I was just talking out loud. I did not remember this. I was just talking out loud, just saying random shit. But one of the things when I get the other like couple of times I've done it didn't really do much for me though, but like I do talk a lot. Like I will start ranting on that doesn't even make sense, but like whatever, I do that. So like that's pretty much what happened. I'm pretty sure we got to the fifth plateaus, and I don't think I'm kind of done with Dection or fourth, and it's not for me, and I don't know, it's kind of scary, it's a bit evil. I wouldn't really want to have like the bad trips. Like I've had like the last trip I had was pretty bad. Like I woke up like with cold sweat and everything. Like I fell asleep on it, woke up with a cold sweat, and like sprinted to the bathroom, and I was fucking scared. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with it now. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I made it to the fifth plateaus, and if you like my drug stories, then just post a comment if you want more, and I'm gonna make this coffee. Goodbye.